Hello guys, welcome to Africa Gossip Arena. So guys, ever since yesterday rumor broke out about the arrest of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, there is a lot of jubilation in Nigeria for the people who don't actually believe in the freedom of Biafra. And guys, why the southern eastern part of Nigeria who actually believe in the freedom and the liberation of Biafra have been thrown into sadness and anger as they write to the Finnish authorities in stating out their intentions and reasons why their leader Simon Ekpa can't be extradited to Nigeria. And although guys, some of those Biafran leaders and agitators have also said that Samuel Ekpa is already released from the Finnish authorities and is now back to his home in Finland. So keep a lockdown guys and try to watch this video to the end, and by subscribing to this channel guys won't actually cost you any money. So if this is your first time of seeing this channel, please kindly do well to like, subscribe, and don't forget please to turn on your notification bell. Thank you. So guys, this is what the Biafra agitators and the leaders in the Biafra in Finland and all over the country are actually saying about the release or the detention of Simon Ekpa. And don't forget guys to drop your opinion on the comment section.
First of all, we would like to inform Biafrans that the Prime Minister is absolutely resolute and is ready to defend the Biafra cause. The opportunity to have the Biafra discussion has finally arrived, and the Prime Minister is ready to address the plight of Biafra and lay bare the gross human rights violations against the Biafra people. To the information at our disposal, the Finnish local authorities is said to be suspecting our Prime Minister of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent through social media space. As Biafra citizens, we have been together in this struggle and we understand the situation that we are now in. All the Biafrans were suspected of financing terrorism, of which our legal representations are working to make sure that they are on top of the matter. The Finnish local authorities have requested that the court grants them up to 2 weeks period for further investigation while the Prime Minister remains in their custody. At this point in time, we will work closely with the legal representation to ensure that the Prime Minister is well represented. At the same time, we are going to intensify the upcoming declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafrans.
Our able Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, will be with us in a very few period. This is just a short delay that will in no way affect what we are doing, demean our spirit or hamper our resoluteness to restore Biafra on 2nd December. His Excellency, I greet you. I thank you for the wonderful job you are doing to restore Biafra. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for not going in or trying to negotiate. That is the spirit of Sisu. Every single individual here in Biafra government goes with that spirit of Sisu. We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try in one way or the other to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already led a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship where we are right now. And that ship is on course. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has said, instead of Biafra not to come, Nigeria will be burned to ashes. And I promise you today, instead of Biafra not to come, we, every single individual in Biafra government, in all the structures that our PM has laid down, we will burn Nigeria down. And any country, both international and in homeland, that tries to tamper, that tries to intervene, that try to stop this restoration, that country will get the brunt of Biafrans. So I thank you all for coming here today. Like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and custom, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment with few innocent Biafrans that were taken by the Finland authority. They were invited to come, according to them, they were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? Who is the government that's creating two types of laws? One Sharia in the northern part of Nigeria and then the regular in the south. Who is the government that invited all the different types of terrorists you have? They have their base in Nigeria today. Who is the government that is inviting Hamas and Hezbollah and inviting them to Abuja to come and partner with them? Who is the government when election is conducted? Somebody will go behind the scene and switch the election. They will carry the election bus and they will steal it. Who is the government doing that? And now they are saying that PM is inciting. Let them know that Biafra is a nation. Our PM is defending Biafrans by the second. Our PM has noted that the way it is done before, where we Biafrans, we just sit, we watch, and these terrorists will come and kill us, kill our mothers, rape our women, kill our children, take away our boys and girls. That is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has vowed to stop. And he has vowed with his life. All of us Biafrans in the Brigade Cabinet, the Federal Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed with our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has said all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her honest right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our prime minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Finland convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. He is right now in Nigeria DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thoughts. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our prime minister to disrupt our Finland convention. And let me ask everyone listening to me, if the rendition and of our leader Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria, if that didn't work, what made Nigerian government think that inviting Simon Ekpa by the local police in Finland will work? They know it's not going to work. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get more brutal because we are determined for Biafra restoration. Nobody can stop that. We are all aware that all these are all the crooks perpetuated by the Nigerian government to disrupt what we are doing. And I want to ask Biafrans, before I finalize my talk, let me ask you, when has self-determination, when has the right of a people to rule themselves, when has it become a crime? When has it become terrorism? The world watches. Biafrans, every weekend we have to raise money. The reason we raise money is because Nigerian government uses reintegrated terrorists to continue to kill our people. They make our youth disappear forcefully. People are taken away from Biafra land and they dump them in prisons in the north, in the west. No, without any justice, without any lawyer. Our leader Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned from Kenya by the same Nigerian government, by the same people that went to complain to the local authorities in Finland about our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Our leader was renditioned from Kenya. United Nations set up a committee and told Nigerian government to release our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They refused to do that. 3 law courts in Nigeria has told Nigerian Tinubu government to release Nnamdi Kanu. The terrorist government run by Nigeria refused to release him. And now they think without releasing Nnamdi Kanu, if they incarcerate our PM briefly, that is going to make any change. Just think their major reason is to make sure that we take away our PM Simon Ekpa briefly, and then there will be no declaration of Biafra. Hell, oh my goodness. If they know how Biafrans are prepared this time, they will just leave our leader within the next 30 minutes, because what is coming both to Nigeria and to any international country that participates, become part of anything to disrupt the restoration of Biafra, they will get themselves. On that note, I thank Biafrans. I want to let you all know our PM is here. I'm happy. It is just a brief disruption to our plans, which is not going to affect anything in any way. I want all the 40 states of Biafra to be resolute. More than ever at this time, the Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces, now is the time to be more resolute. Our PM has given instruction. Any terrorist in Nigeria, any Nigerian military, Nigerian police, Nigerian Air Force, anything wearing Nigerian uniform inside Biafra land, they are the reintegrated terrorists that Nigeria want to use to kill and stop Biafra. So the Biafra Defense Forces, from this moment, you must increase whatever you have been doing. This is the time to increase it towards our final restoration. Our demands are very, very clear. Remove all the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform in Biafra land. Secondly, release our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Again, whatever investigation you are doing with our Prime Minister, you need to release him ASAP. Because what he is doing is saving our lives. We must be alive for our freedom. So anything, anybody, all the terrorists in Biafra land, from this moment, just be aware that the forces we are going to release as a government from today is going to be very, very deadly. Because you cannot come to our land, kill us, and then go free. We must defend ourselves. This order is from our PM. Nobody can stop that. So I thank you all, dear friends, for this brief Zoom. The reason we conducted this, so we don't have all these negative eyes flying around, all people talking whatever they don't know. You all have heard it from our honorable Uche, who is based in Finland. He gave the accurate picture of what is happening, and we stand by that. We are encouraging Biafrans, because the information is that some criminal people were the ones that were writing different letters to the Finnish local authorities. So we are calling on Biafrans at this moment. If you have the access, start writing immediately to the Finnish local authorities. Let them know that what we are doing is what United Nations has given us the right to do. The right to self-determination. Nobody can take that away from us. We have met all the criteria to be a nation. We have our geographical area. We have the 40 states in Biafra with all the administrators in charge in homeland. We have created alliances with nations. We have authorities that are working for us. We've met all the criteria as a nation. They killed us before, between 1967 and 1970. After the war, they gave all Biafrans only 20 pounds, regardless of how much you have in your bank account. Some Biafrans have millions of dollars, millions of pounds in their account. But this wicked Tinubu Nigerian government and his cohorts, they gave Biafrans, every single Biafran, only 20 pounds after the war. And what has that 20 pounds done? That 20 pounds have made Biafrans all over the world the best in what they do. So nobody can stop that. On that note, I want to thank you all, Biafrans. Be resolute. Let nothing shake you. Let nobody move you. And our declaration will happen in Finland between November 29th and December 3rd, 2024. And thank you all so much for listening to us and being able to know that nothing shakes, nothing moves. We must restore Biafra by 2nd December. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all.
Thank you, COS, and thank you, the entire Biafran people. and the media and the press for keying into these updates from the Biafran government. The speculation there had been that our Prime Minister has been kidnapped. So if you're a Biafran, your Prime Minister is not kidnapped. He is safe and sound. And from every explanation, you can hear and know that he is on a national assignment. So he is there for Biafra and not there for himself. He's there for the opportunity that he has sought for years to pick Biafra and to show to the entire world. The time is now. So wherever you are, keep focus and continue what you're doing. We see you all in Finland and nothing MAGA. Yes, every department are intact. There is a government and there is a structure. And like the CEO has said, the zoo terrorists should feel sorry for themselves because the Biafra Defense Forces will be extra brutal and 100% pro-max now. Since we have understood that you guys want to play Utere dance, you will dance Utere dance and we will see who dance best. So if you know what to do best, oh, bring it on. Hey, the Bryson people are so ready. I wasn't taken unaware that my Prime Minister will be on that big seat to answer questions to the Biafran people. No, because it is part of the template that we have to follow. So it is a very big privilege that the entire world will hear of Biafra even before the declaration. So every Biafran should be hitting their chest to say, we have gotten the entire world on their blockers. That is what you should be doing now. To be happy, and please make sure you keep up to every duties assigned to you. We will attend to like 3 questions, just 3 questions because of time, just 3 questions. So if we see your hand up quickly, that will be done. So Veteran Dragon 2, just 3 questions. Veteran Dragon 2, you take the mic first. Go straight to your question. Veteran Dragon 2, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Please.
Veteran Dragon, Honorable Sonny, before he goes, please. A lot of Biafrans are asking for the email, phone number for the Finnish local authority. And I would just encourage Biafrans, if you don't have it before we close, I know the Biafran media through Honorable Sonny will be able to release all the necessary information, the email, their phone numbers, and that of the Finnish government, hopefully immediately after this Zoom. Thank you so much, Honorable Sonny. Go ahead.
I want you to know that nothing is happening. Those who are jubilating are there to deceive their enemy, their gullibles. This was the same people who jubilated 2022. They told you, oh, Finland have arrested him. They have arrested Master Simon Ekpa 2022 or 2023. And you still see Master Simon Ekpa working heavily. And I want you to know, there was the one that is now Takasimunye Mmadụ, the one Omadoromunye Mmadụ Elu Omatuo, called edjo'o. Edjo'o today was celebrating. This is a man that you call the barrister, celebrating, and he wrote to his Umugus and his Umu Erireri. And I read, please, you know me, my eyes and the eyes of every Biafran is in their platform. And I read, Ezigbo Chineke, please join me in celebrating this season of victory and divine vindication by God Almighty, who fights my battle, has shown himself mighty turning what was meant for harm into a testimony. This one will be literate. What was meant for harm into a testimony of his power and faithfulness. Stay rooted in faith, for the God who fights for me will fight for you too. So how did God fight for this Otamunye man? That they invited Master Simon Ekpa, and they are making the story that he was arrested, thrown into prison. And all of you know that it doesn't go that way in Europe. They paid all this news so as to scare you from going to Finland. All this news is targeted to get you from going to Finland. I want you to know all eyes is on Biafra Declaration, which will start from 29. All eyes on Biafra Declaration, which will start from 29. And I want you to know that even the criminal, the one that Nata Bianco Juku there, as he confessed with his mouth, Nayotara Bianco Juku, called Femi Fanekayode. He was writing the Hamas, let me check the news please. The Hamas wing, Femi Fanekayode, the Prime Minister of Hamas. The Prime Minister of Hamas wrote today, and I quote, where is the Prime Minister of Hamas writing? My own na to screenshot on a rubbish. Do I have any other work? Now to the screenshot rubbish. Waiting concern me and okay. The Hamas, it seems that the Hamas writing is in this one. But I want you to know, the Hamas writing is in this one. There is a news called Fisayo Soyombo on Twitter. He said, Finnish court imprisons Simon Ekpa. This is how Nigerian news deceives some of you. Finnish court imprisons Simon Ekpa. All of you know that in Finland or in any Europe, if you are being accused, you stand not guilty until being proven by courts. And you will not go to court today and court say you are guilty. It doesn't happen. And no court sentence you to prison without being convicted. You will be summoned. But this is Nigerian news, putting tension in you. Finish this thing, imprison Simon Ekpa. I want you to also know, because their own is to write rubbish, my own is to read it out to you. I want Biafrans to get involved in a civilized self-determination. We must set our home. We must not set our home ablaze because we want freedom. Now, this is coming from a Mecca gift. Since this freedom started, not even a pin, nobody have set anybody's house on fire. It is Nigerian government setting your own house on fire because you want freedom. It is Nigerian government who killed innocent people who are protesting with ordinary flag because they want freedom. I want you to know nobody has set people's house on fire. But they are now turning the news that you, as a freedom fighter, is setting your house on fire because they are now on the side of Nigerian government. I want all of you to know that what we came is freedom, and that freedom must come. No Jupiter on planet Earth will stop the freedom of the people. Even if you kill everybody in Biafra, the stones and the grass will rise. The animals in the bush will rise, and they will start asking for freedom. I want each and every one to know that what the Biafra people have demanded for is freedom, and never to kill anyone, never to soil hand in blood, never to do any evil. But they themselves, they are now cooking up story that it is Biafra people who are setting people's house on fire. And I want you to also know that just yesterday, in Nnewi, Nigerian army set somebody's van and killed 2 people in Nnewi, which is barbaric and a bastard act. Among everything being done by the Nigerian government, these criminals who told you freedom before, now singing hallelujah boys to politicians, they are now changing the story, the demography. But I want you to know that freedom that our people seek is what is coming. When the enemies start panicking, just know that the freedom is here. But let me tell you, and tell you this very attentively. Nothing, no gossip coming from them will stop this freedom. Prime Minister will be there And they are going to be put to shame. Prime Minister is there intact. He was invited and not imprisoned, and he has since returned to his base. And the authorities that they reported, the criminals went to bear witness for Nigerian government, and the Otanwunye Mmadụ is there saying, Umu Chineke, thank God, you are a sacked barrister, you are sacked for your incompetence. This edjo'o was sacked for his incompetence. This edjo'o was the one who prohibited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from hearing and from assessing everything. When he was in charge, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not being brought to court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was hidden. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was treated like a slave when this edjo'o was in charge. Do you people think that we will close our mouth? No, we will speak.